I'm really looking forward to this coverage. I'm gonna
It's
say.
gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I want the videographer to have every day start the way it does in The Shining, where it's like, "Dang!" Day two. It's all dramatic. Everybody
I
gets
like
sad
that too.
around
Yeah.
here.
The Shining's my favorite movie. I love The Shining. I watched it last week.
Yeah, I tried to get my girlfriend to watch it. She's never seen it, and we still haven't got around to it. I love it, but every time we try and watch it, it's like 11:30 at night, and it's
Please
almost
don't
3 hours long.
Babadook it and like watch 5 minutes at a time until you eventually quit.
Yeah,
The Babadook was. I don't want to see that. That was just terrible. That was too much. But The Shining is great. Shining is one of the best movies ever made. Stanley Kubrick, best director ever. Guy was a fucking genius. I love this. 2001: Space Odyssey. All those movies.
I'm due
I
for
thought
a
you liked
Clockwork
this
Orange
one.
again. Oh,
I don't like it.
I've seen
I like it.
that.
It's so creepy.
It's too creepy. When
Care
during
for a
the-
little ultra violence?
Yeah.
Bit of ultraviolence, eh? Yeah. Bit of rape your wife while I sing you a little song, eh? Yeah. Like, that's too much. It's too much. They're so like it's just they're just brutal for no reason, and I don't even understand it really.
Singing in the rain. Somehow that is so creepy. For people that don't know, there's a scene where they go into a house and I guess rape or
Home
kill
invasion.
or beat and kill. It's a home invasion, and they do it to Singing in the Rain. But
Wow.
that
He's
adds,
singing the song as he does it.
yeah, singing in the rain, and I think he has a cane, and he'll just be like doing the dance, and then whap, like hit a guy with the cane, and it's just so in your face.
They end up crippling him, don't they?
Which movie is this?
This is
Clockwork
a Clockwork
Orange?
Orange.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
like,
It's kind of like American Psycho. Have you seen that?
Yes,
American Psycho, I like.
do you like
Yeah.
Huey Lewis in the news? Like,
DiCaprio
he always,
was
he always
offered
puts
that
on
part.
he always puts on a song and then he'll like narrate, everything as he's like putting on the gloves and the plastic and grabs the axe.
I've seen it 4 times. I still don't really understand it. I don't think anybody really can, because it's almost like he's the editor, and by he I mean Patrick Bateman, the insane person. There's pieces that seem to almost be missing. There's pieces where you wonder if that even really happened or if he just imagined it. And Leonardo DiCaprio was originally chosen for that role. They offered him 4 times what the rate was going to be for that role, $21 million. But Christian Bale knew that DiCaprio would end up turning it down because of like the crazy nature of the character, and pushed his schedule open for 9 months because he knew that DiCaprio would back out. And
He nailed it.
he
He
did a
nailed
great
it.
job. I like
did.
all
When he's
those
doing that
scenes
whole
where
facial
it's-
routine.
Yeah.
where it's super fucked up, and like they're doing something awful, like that brutally beat and murder scene and rape scene, and it's like a juxtaposition of that awful thing, and then they're just like dancing around, like doing something happy. It makes it even creepier than if they were doing it like nefariously, like in their face, like I'm gonna fucking rape you or whatever they would say.
Yeah,
about Christian Bale's the actor's name, right?
Yeah.
He does the body changes. That's incredible. If he needs to be big and buff for Batman, he makes that happen. He's Batman, right? And if he needs to be skinny for what was that?
The Machinist.
Yeah.
Oh, Machinist. Yeah,
the
you're right.
Machinist.
The
That
mechanic.
was
Close enough.
I
It works in a Jiffy Lube for 8
give him
months.
a
Everything works out.
right. If he's
You
super
know
skinny, and he needed to be like a Brad Pitt type body for American Psycho, and he did it. If Leonardo DiCaprio was that guy, Leonardo DiCaprio, he's got one body type, a little pudgy,
Skinny fat.
skinny fat. Yeah, he does not ever like get in shape for a role. Oh, please tell me.
Who had an amazing body change that it really freaked me out the whole time I watched the movie was Dallas Buyers Club, Matthew McConaughey. Like I'm not even a fan of him, but he was so freaking skinny in that movie. I don't know. It's like he malnourished himself just to prepare for it. He said.
What about what about Jared Leto in that movie? He was
Yeah.
playing the transsexual. He
Right,
made a
right.
fucking body change. And another
Literally.
one. What's that movie that just came out with Jake Gyllenhaal? Just did that movie called The Fighter. So his schedule went like he did. What was the movie where Nightcrawler? He did Nightcrawler, and if you've seen Nightcrawler, it's great. It's on Netflix. Highly recommend that. But he's incredibly thin in that. He thought that character wouldn't have enough money to be spending on a lot of food. Plus, he's always in his own head. He wouldn't be eating a lot. So he figured that character needed to be all thin and emaciated. So he lost 40 pounds for it or something like that. Then he has to make The Fighter, and right after that is Everest, which I don't know if the previews are out yet, but it's his next movie that's coming out where they climb Mount Everest and there's a whole disaster thing going on. But for The Fighter, he was doing an incredible workout program. The Fighter turned out not to be a very good movie, but the amount of effort he put into it is right up there with all his legendary body changes. He gained like 40 pounds or something right back and put on a ton of muscle. Just he's huge, really big and buff, bulky.
Did you see Cape Fear with De Niro?
Yeah.
Dude, that was amazing. His body. I wonder how do they do that? Like, it seems like I wonder if they're on steroids or something to get like that level of change.
I know with the weight.
Cape Fear. What did he do?
Oh, he turned really buff.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro is big, strong, and ripped.
Intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
he
you probably don't think of De Niro as like a ripped, intimidating, kick your ass kind of guy, but in Cape Fear he absolutely was. He totally...
You know who got really buff for a while and nobody noticed it? Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Do you remember Adam Sandler's? Do you ever remember the Zohan when he was like that Israeli Mossad Special Forces agent in New York and he's trying to be a hairdresser, but occasionally he like beats the shit out of. Okay, bad movie. I don't blame you. Google search real quick. Adam Sandler buff or Adam Sandler in great shape or something like that. He's got. I'm trying to think who to compare him to. Like,
all I'm finding are fat pictures on the beach.
I try and bang it because I'm not getting anything on Google. Just a lot of Chris Pratt.
What was the movie called?
Well, then I might just find naked pictures of Adam Sandler.
oh, remember the Zohan? Maybe
Yeah.
that. Let's see. Yeah, here we go.
I'm not seeing any pictures that make
Hang on, I got him.
him the body I'd pick. Oh wait,
Here you go.
I might have one. Let's see what you got. Oh yeah, same picture.
He's not
I
like
found.
in great shape. He's got
That's
like
Adam
that played
Sandler.
football in high school and drinks 11 beers a day, but still works out.
That's Adam Sandler, though. That guy's like a skinny / pudgy, just always out of shape kind of.
Yeah, if I look like him right now, I'd swap.
Yeah, he's in great shape. Like that one shot where he's like got his hands above his head. He looks
Yeah,
good
he's
there.
got kind of a. I guess you'd call that a six pack. It's
Yeah.
a weird six pack. Normally, six packs are most defined at the top and least at the bottom. He seems more defined at the bottom than the top, and he's like, there's a clear six there, but isn't the bottom six supposed to be one lower? Does he have a four pack?
He's got a lot of side pack.
Yeah,
Yeah, his obliques are amazing.
his
don't get
arms
me
are really
started.
big. try to find one that shows his arms well. Like maybe down. Actually, if you go down there to where he's actually doing that lady's hair, like, and he's got his arm kind of in a.
He's
position
wearing
like-
a long sleeve shirt in the one I'm looking
There's
at.
one
For
where
those
he's
of you
wearing
on
a
the way to
vest.
work, we're looking at half naked pictures of Adam Sandler.
Yeah, he's so buff,
Don't you wish you had the video
fucking
version?
yoked.
That's not Adam Sandler. The one I just
Those
looked
body
up.
changes, they can be so intense. Like that, even if you're in great shape all the time, but you go from like a healthy weight of like 170 up to like 210 and then back down to like 140 over the course of like a year and a half, that has to be almost as bad for you as just being fat the whole time.
Look
You
at Val
know?
Kilmer. Look at Val Kilmer. That guy, he dropped
Yeah.
all that weight in Tombstone, was emaciated. He looked like he had tuberculosis. And what no one knows is starting about 8 years ago, he started gaining weight. And he hasn't stopped. And right
He got
now,
pretty big.
he's very big right now, and he's getting bigger. I think this is all him getting ready for his next role. I think his next role, he's going to be obese, and he's just heading there. Once he gets there, we'll see the
Preparing
transformation.
for like 6 or 7 years or what?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he's going to play like a 1,000-pound man. I think he's on his way there.
10
This
more
is gonna
years,
be
he'll
his-
just play Wilford Brimley. the diabetes man.
That was Batman. That was a good-looking guy too. Val Kilmer was an attractive man in great shape, and then something happened.
Yeah, I mean the days of like Top Gun are over for him.
Yeah, remember that
no
thing?
more topless beach volleyball.
Look,
I'm trying to
and look
figure out how much of an excuse being older is. And,
look at Tom Cruise. Look at fucking Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise
Tom Cruise
looks
is fat?
amazing. No, he's the opposite. Tom Cruise is the body of a 25-year-old. Like he looks fantastic. A great 25-year-old.
Well, that's all that Scientology.
But I wonder if they're on steroids. You know, like if you told me that he had access to every cocktail in the world and he would make a pro athlete blush, I wouldn't be at all surprised. Like, oh yeah, and I wouldn't bother either. He's a product,
Yeah.
right? You know, he's gonna buff it and shine it, and he is the product.
I don't think Tom Cruise specifically would do drugs. It seems like Scientology is very much against that. Like they don't even like modern psychiatry and like things like Valium and antidepressants and
Also,
so on.
if he's on, as a fan of the UFC, I am an armchair drug spotter, and he has none of the symptoms, right? There's no back knee, no acne, no there's a term for when they get puffy nipples, like gynoplasty or something. I forget. But he doesn't have that at all.
Bitch tits.
Yeah, doesn't have the bitch tits. A human growth hormone has a particular kind of like your cheekbones and head swell in a kind of way. Joe Rogan has it.
They don't swell. They literally grow. Your facial bone structure and your skull literally keep growing.
Yeah, and Tom Cruise has no symptoms of that.
Nope.
So
he hasn't even gotten that weird tooth fixed.
Maybe Val Kilmer's next role is going to be about Chris Christie. Because he's getting there, man. I'm telling you, I'm looking at pictures, and he could probably pull it off.
Dude,